is extending the olive branch. For the remaining 2 home games, terrace-level seats will be $5 cheaper. Food is also coming down in price, and sure looks like a bargain now, doesn't it? You're going to have 2 weeks to think about it because this Sunday the Saints are taking their 3-game win streak to Minnesota. Monty Kiffin spent several seasons coaching the Vikings. Monty, what do you think about your return?
It's not like my alma mater or something. I just lived there for a few years or something. I'm not going back to play Nebraska. So anyway, but hey, a W is a W and L is an L. I don't care if it's the Vikings or who. We need to win the game. But you know, in the same sense, I have a pretty good feel for the players and stuff.
I think he's just a little bit excited about facing his old team. We will hear from the Minnesota Vikings tomorrow. Well, the Tigers are running out of time, but at least they are running. And Rich Lenz takes us to Baton Rouge.
Did you notice the way LSU rolled over Ole Miss last Saturday? 520 total yards, 325 of them on the ground. Did you notice? Kevin Falk did.
Well, I seen a hole that I'd never seen before, and I just was running. Well, they played great. You know, I think they had one of their best games of the year.
We definitely took a step forward this past week, running the ball the way we did and protecting the quarterback the way we did against a pretty good defense.
Yes, this was the same offensive line that helped put Jamie Howard's right arm in a sling. The same line with a different attitude.
I think the offensive line probably get tired of being insulted, which usually helps. And, you know, they wanted a reprieve with some self-dignity, I guess.
You know, that's the thing about criticism. You can hear it, get angry and dismiss it, or you can hear it, get angry, and let it motivate you.
Once you feel like there's a lack of respect towards you or your group, definitely you take it personal. And the way you cure that is just to go out during the week, practice hard, get yourself ready for the game, and then just play your butt off.
Who says the media is good for nothing? At least we can help motivate. Rich Lenz, Channel 6 Sports.
I didn't say that. A couple notes in baseball. Barry Larkin, National League MVP. Buck Showalter, the manager of the expansion Arizona Diamondbacks. If you have $6 to spare, you'll get your money's worth at the State Volleyball Championships. They resume at the Pontchartrain Center tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow night also, so stop by and say hello. Carr High School's Mo Ellis has made a name for himself in basketball. Now he's doing the same in his first year of football. Ro Brown has his story tomorrow night at 10. I'm out of time.
All right, Bob.
See you later.
Well, don't go away. There's more ahead.
This big bird isn't heading to the table on Turkey Day, but he is heading to the White House.
Same time, and a lot of local teams still in the hunt for a championship. And our Bob Alvarez is smack dab in the middle of it all with an update. Bob.
Hey, Rich, thanks a lot. 84 schools, 5 divisions, all playing in the New Orleans area for the first time and to boot under the same roof. Linda Trevino was one of the co-directors of this tournament. And why did you decide to bring it to New Orleans?
Well, in 1992, we decided that it would be wonderful to come out of the high school setting into a first-class facility comparable to the Superdome football playoffs, Pete Maravich, and this was our opportunity. Many of the schools are New Orleans-based, and so this is really the site to have it.
As we roll some tape of Chalmette's victory moments before we came on, tell me about having this many volleyball people together at the same time. Is it good for the sport?
It's great for the sport because it's an opportunity for all the coaches to share coaching ideas, different strategies, and the players get to meet players from other teams. Good place for college coaches to come and recruit.
Linda, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, Rich, we're going to have more at 6 and at 10. It's the State Volleyball Championships from the Pontchartrain Center. I'm Bob Alvarez. Rich, we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. Again, Chalmette winning today. Well, there has been another seismic shift in the NFL landscape. The Houston Oilers are moving.
Captioning is brought to you in part by your All-Star GMC truck dealers.
We're trying to figure out which sports team, how many sports teams have this color tonight that Bob and I were thinking about when we got dressed.
Okay,
it's
don't
really
you guys
close.
be starting anything.
I think there's a little material left for a pocket square.
Yeah, for you, Norm.
Interested?
Yeah, right.
We'll start with volleyball tonight. Ben Franklin High School is the 2-time defending state champ. And 2 years ago, when they won their first volleyball championship, they defeated Cabrini in the championship game. Well, tonight, both schools on the same court again, this time in the Division II quarterfinals. Ben Franklin in the near court and the Falcons had it their way, winning 15-love, 15-6, so they move another step closer to a third consecutive state championship. Some of the other winners today, Chalmette, Slidell, Salmon, and Ridgewood. You know, when so much attention is directed toward two-sport athletes on the professional level, we sometimes forget that high school kids do it all the time. Well, tonight, Ro Brown visits with one such gifted athlete.
No big deal. Number 44 looks like he belongs on a football field, but when you consider he's a basketball player playing the game for the first time in 3 years, well, that makes Noel Ellis a bit unusual.
It's not a lot of effort on his part to do things that we're asking him to do, because he's such a good athlete. I'll tell you exactly what I told him. Some will give you the same opportunity as everybody else out there. If you want to come out, stick with it. Don't come out and quit, though. We won't tolerate that.
He doesn't tolerate quarterbacks throwing passes in his area. 8 interceptions this year. A single-season school record, too short of the all-time mark.
I had to get used to getting back into that contact, you know. At first, it was kind of rough for me. I was catching stingers in my shoulder and everything, but after I got adjusted to it, it was all right.
He says being a defensive back is similar to playing basketball, and it's difficult watching the Cougar Cagers.
I felt a little adrenaline flowing. I wanted to be out there.
Current priority, winning another state football title. And with the likes of the University of Arkansas in pursuit, Noel Ellis may have football in his long-term future.
But I think Noel's got the ability to play big time for college football.
Ro Brown, Channel 6 Sports.
And Carr plays West Feliciana tomorrow night. We'll let you know who wins that game and all the high school games, highlights, and the whole picture tomorrow night on Friday, Football Fever. And sadly, we have to report the shooting death of Fort Shade linebacker Randy Roberts. He was gunned down last night at the intersection of Pritchard Place and Cherry Street. Detectives say Roberts and a 19-year-old who was wounded in the shooting were pedestrians at the intersection. Well, Sunday afternoon, the Saints will get a look at the Moon to Chris Carter combination. Minnesota's leading receiver thinks maybe a touchdown or more is certainly possible.
Their coverages are not that hard to read, but they don't give you that many opportunities for the big play down the field as some other teams do. They play very conservative. They get a good rush. They don't blitz that much. But they play a lot of zone.
We'll see if that guy's eating his words. Dale Brown has convinced one more of the state's top prospects to become a Tiger. Houghton High guard Terrence Simmons made Brown a happier man late last night. You know, I've heard about putting sweat and blood into winning a national championship, but, well, this is Allen Iverson. This is Allen Iverson with the outside game. This Allen Iverson with the pass. This guy, the sophomore, could be the collegiate player of the year. 5th-ranked Georgetown beats Colgate 106-67. Mo Vaughn is the American League MVP, and that makes Indians fans angry. Cleveland outfielder Albert Bell had more homers than Vaughn, had a higher batting average than Vaughn, scored more runs than Vaughn, had more hits than Vaughn, more doubles than Vaughn. But it's Mo Vaughn who is the MVP.
Well,
every dog has his day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whoever said life is fair, right?
Exactly.
Okay, when we come back, we'll go out to Lakefront Airport, where the Vice President has just landed.
And Taylor Henry is there. So
Exactly.
They meet again. This time, the winner moves on and the loser goes home until next season. Standing by live at Gormley is Bob Alvarez. Bob.
Well, Ro, thanks a lot. It finally quit raining on us. St. Aug wins tonight, and part of the story this evening here at Tad Gormley was turnover. Shaw had 2 of them. St. Aug turned them into 7 points. St. Aug had 2 turnovers. Shaw could manage just 3 points. Here's the rest of the story on how St. Aug won tonight. First quarter, St. Aug's Raynock Thompson recovered a fumble. That set up their first touchdown of the game. Jamal Fobbs from 27 yards out, 7-zip. Second quarter, Shaw, defense, Richard Thompson with the interception. That set up a field goal, and it cut the St. Aug lead to 7-3 at the half. Third quarter, watch Nemesis Bates. Fielding the punt, coming right at you, then cutting upfield. Nemesis Bates will go 80 yards. That made the score 13-3. He spoke to us about his punt return.
Punt return, players did it for that. It was all about speed and blocking the man. Players did it for me.
Shaw comes right back on their ensuing possession. D'Artagnan Miller runs the route. Joseph delivers. That cut the St. Aug lead to 13-10. St. Aug leading 21-10, a 28-second scoring drive. Joseph again to D'Artagnan Miller late in the fourth quarter, but that's how it ends. St. Aug wins 21-16. Hey, Ro, tonight there were 3 guys from Italy here filming a promotional video for the Italian Bureau of Tourism, and they shot some of this game, so St. Aug will be seen in Italy also. They, of course, advance in the playoffs. From Tad Gormley, I'm Bob Alvarez for Friday Football Fever.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot. Now, up next for St. Aug, the Bonneville Forte winner. The Tarpons and the Bruins went at it at Joe.
Starting with a little basketball tonight.
Yeah, they're going to start to count pretty soon, and right now coaches are trying to work on some combinations, maybe strengthen the bench a little bit, but pretty soon the W's and the L's will matter. The Green Wave coming in at number 32 in today's Associated Press college basketball poll. Tonight hosting Croatia. Rashard Allen guaranteeing a win, I believe. Allen with a nice finger roll for 2 of his 19. Chris Cameron to Gerald Honeycutt. Watch the fake. Then it's jam time. Honeycutt had 13 tonight. Cameron with 3 of his 17. And if I could pronounce this guy's name, I would, but let's just say he has a nice jump shot. A nice left hand here from Corey Childs. Tulane wins it 80-74. The Privateers hosting Vazda. Tick Price watching the inside game. Javon Garner going after the loose ball and tipping in 2 of his 9. Vazda then testing the Privateers defense on the baseline. Not real good here. Stacy Williams jamming it down. All-conference guard Tyrone Garris gonna hit. He had 18 points. And on the break, we'll end it with Jermaine Spivey, who also had 18. Scoreboard tonight. Tulane will play the real one on Friday when they host Prairie.